What's up everybody, my name is Dwight and welcome back to GeForce Garage. Today we have a special guest with us, Rahul Kohli, whom you may recognize from iZombie, The Haunting of Bly Manor, or over on YouTube with Kinda Funny or Funhouse. Outside of being an actor and loving video games, he enjoys gunpla, the building of model Gundams. So it only makes sense that we're building a rig themed around a Xeon mobile suit Zaku. Well, welcome Rahul to GeForce Garage.
Thanks for having me, Dwight.
So can you explain to us a little bit about your current gaming situation?
Sure. So I jumped into PC gaming and pulled the trigger on like an Origin PC back in like 2018. At the time I got an i7 and a GTX 1080 Ti, and it was great at the time, but recently I upgraded to an ultra-wide 1440p monitor. I also really want to be into that ray tracing world. It kills me that I can't play Doom Eternal with ray tracing cranked up or anything like that. So I was like, hey, maybe now's time for an upgrade and join the ray tracing crew.
So you mentioned you played Doom Eternal. Is there any other games that are in your like rotation?
Yeah, I was hacking away at Cyberpunk, Modern Warfare, doing some Warzone on that. Been doing a lot of retro games too. It was a good opportunity for me to go back to my LucasArts catalogs because I haven't been able to play those games since I was a kid. We've been doing a ton of Battlefront. I've been doing some Microsoft Flight Simulator.
All right.
But again, I know I'm doing stuff where I'm not getting the full power.
Well, I definitely think that we can get you into the world of ray tracing, especially with this ASUS ROG Strix RTX 3070 Ti, which is just going to open up a whole new world of gaming for you. And to accompany all of that, we have the ASUS TUF Gaming B550M Zaku 2 motherboard with a Ryzen 5800X CPU, which is going to be cooled by the ASUS TUF Gaming LC240 RGB Zaku 2 that has a little Zaku helmet and his little fin that comes off of it. And of course we have 32 gigs of RAM, which is the same as your current PC. And then we have 2 terabytes worth of M.2 SSD space, 1 terabyte which is the PCI 4.0, which are crazy fast. And then you have another terabyte for all your game installations because you have a pretty extensive LucasArts collection.
There is an archive, yeah.
Yeah, so we need enough space for you to install every single one of those.
I appreciate it.
So they're always ready to go. It's all going to be powered by a 1000-watt power supply from SeaSonic with some custom cables from Mainframe Customs to fit the whole aesthetic, because it's all going to be going inside of this TUF Gaming GT301 Zaku 2 case, also from ASUS.
I can't stop grinning at it. It's like the prettiest case I've ever seen. It's gorgeous.
I think we need to stop talking about parts and get to work because you have a lot of work ahead of you with this GPU. We're going to be taking this apart and you're going to be airbrushing it to match the rest of the aesthetic.
It's a Gundam PC. You got to build it yourself.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll get my hands dirty.
All right.
I'm in.
Let's get to building. All right, so it's all put together. How was your first experience building a computer?
I loved it. I've never built a computer from scratch. And obviously I had an advantage. I'd have been a lot more terrified if you weren't there. Obviously you coached me through all of this, but I had an absolute blast. It was very gunpla-like putting that together.
What did you find the most challenging building this whole thing?
The kind of Tetris of it all, getting all the pieces to kind of align where the cables were at and that no two parts were interfering with another. I don't know how to troubleshoot. I don't know how to problem solve within that. And I thought that was obviously challenging for me, but that comes with experience.
We did also have a little bit of a problem color matching the GPU, but we tried our best.
Yeah, you only discovered as we were painting, I'm colorblind with red, brown.
Yeah.
But I think we did a pretty good job. I think I'm really happy with the way this turned out.
So what was your favorite part of the whole build?
It's the fact that real gunpla model kit techniques were also brought in on here. Like you have your PC modding background. I only know how to build and do a model kit, but those skills were transferable here. So there's real decals from a real Bandai Gundam kit, and they were applied to the GPU exactly the same way with the same setting solutions, and the airbrushing and the masking off and all that stuff. Those were skills that I could bring to this, even though I've never done PC modding before. So knowing that there's a little bit of gunpla in here, not just in the branding and in some of the pieces in the case, but in the actual process of building, that means a lot to me.
That's great. Let's go install some games and see how well it performs.
I'm down, let's do it.
So Rahul said his monitor is a 1440p ultra wide, so we'll be testing all of our games at 1440p. Over in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, with graphics set to ultra and ray tracing on, we get about 130 FPS. In Cyberpunk 2077 at ultra settings with ray tracing, we stay above 60 in the city and around 80 outside of it. Switching over to Doom Eternal, we are getting an average of 180 FPS with it set to ultra with ray tracing on. And lastly, over in Red Dead Redemption 2, GFE was reporting about 90 FPS with everything maxed. Okay, well, obviously it runs great. Thank you, Rahul, for coming in and, sharing your knowledge of Gunpla with me.
Thank you, honestly. This has been just incredible working with you and building my first PC. And also I want to say a big thank you to ASUS for providing some of the parts. I can't wait to take this home. It's going to look incredible in my setup.
Thanks to all of you for watching. If you want to see more of Rahul, be sure to catch his new Netflix series, Midnight Mass, coming out soon. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, hit that subscribe button down below. I'll see you for the next one.